By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Tennessee Titans. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Titans at 9-1 on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now, these two teams, the Bengals and Titans, you might remember they met in the divisional round of the playoffs last year, and that was a shocker. Titans seeded number 1 at home, coming off the bye. They were upset by the upstart Bengals, 19-16 on a 35-degree January day in Nashville. It's complete. Burks. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down at 4. Willis. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Willis will look to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Titans, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Now they go play action now. Burrow toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
They go play action with Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. A nice little juke. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Here's McPherson now to send it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw, Willis. Open man is Burks, and he's got him. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 10 more there and another first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They keep it with Henry on first down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans are once again back in front. Bullock good on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Bengals drive about to get going. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
11 mighty, 11 mighty, 12, 12, 12, 11, 11, 11, 11.
Play action. It's Burrow. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11 MT tight. 11 MT tight.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On third down, Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
McPherson's kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
On first down, Willis. He's going to air one out. And it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
11 Thomas. 11, 11, 11. 11 MT, 11 MT.
On first and 10, Joe Burrow dumps it off to Mixon. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
12, 12, 12. 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
Burrow on play action. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards there, a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11. 11 MT, pace. 11 MT. 11, 11, 11.
From midfield now, Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
11 Thomas. 11, 11, 11. 11 MT, 11 MT. 12, 12, 12.
And Burrow going to throw again. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll give it to Mixon, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon punching it in from a yard away as his guys have now moved out in front. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. DJ Chark, 33 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Here's Trenton Cannon on the return from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Burrow on 1st down, rolling to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
11 empty tape. 11 empty tape.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Here we go, here we go. 11 Thomas.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Gun. Got 11.
1st down. Here's Burrow. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Empty. 12.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. McPherson's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Cannon now elects to bring this out. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
11-90. 11-90.
Burrow looking to pass. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. That they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taking it about the 16.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
They go play action with Willis.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 18.
A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
11 MT, 11 MT, 11 Thomas. 11, 11, 11. 11 MT, 11 MT. 12, 12, 12. 11 Mighty, 11 Mighty.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 34-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
11 MT,
To throw once more on second and 10. Burrow. The pass to Boyd, and he brings it in on the crossing route. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 19. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Now Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
11 Thomas. 11, 11, 11.
Burrow on third down. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And the Bengals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. And the pitch goes to Mixon. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
11 Mighty. 11 Mighty. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. A great effort there. with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw again on second down. Willis, it's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Willis on 1st and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
After the sack on 1st down, Willis. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 23.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it. And
just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. 11 empty. Now it's Burrow. He's going to float this over the middle deep. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
11 Mighty, 11 Thomas. 12.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
11 MT, take.
Burrow will throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jimmy Graham from 19 yards away. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 76 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Henry again on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And some room to roam now. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
11, 11, 11. 11 MT, take. 11 Thomas.
Here's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2, ready? 11, 11, 11. 11 MT, 11 MT. 12, 12, 12.
Here we go with Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker.
And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Throwing, Willis. St. Brown on the catch.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. That one good for 26 and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now Willis. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Willis to throw.
He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. One final try here for Willis.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one has gone as time has run out on this ball game.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was